Take the Risk by Dr. Ben Carson. So guys, on today's video, I want to reveal the top practical lesson I learned from this wonderful book. These are books that will inspire you, that will change your view of what risks, that will help you understand your decision making, your fear, purpose, and then courage to keep going in that journey that you are, in any journey that you are. These are books that will help you to conquer fear and doubt, and it will tell you to keep going in whatever thing you want to do in life. So if you're new on this channel, my name is Clement Vivian, and on this channel we are on a journey to financial freedom and self-development. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video. So guys, let's dive into it right now. Lesson 1: life will always require risks. So Dr. Ben Carson tells us about choosing an acceptable risk, living and choosing and living with acceptable risk, because life will always require risks. If you decide to stay where you are, it's a risk. If you decide to move forward, it's a risk. If you decide that you want to choose comfort, it is a risk. If you decide you want to choose discipline, it's a risk. You understand? If you decide that you're not willing to put in any effort in your life in building the life that you want, it's a risk. You understand? So just choose the risks that will lead to growth. You understand? Choose the risks that will lead to growth. Okay, I want to do something, and I know that I need to put a lot of discipline, a lot of hard work in it. Just choose and live with those risks and accept it, so that you can move towards growth, so that you can grow. Please guys, ignore any noise, ignore any background noise coming from this video. So let's continue what we are saying. So in life, just choose and be ready to live with acceptable risks. Okay, so just choose your own risks. Is it that staying comfort and not improving, or you choose the risks that will lead to growth? Okay. Lesson 2: what is the best worst analysis of the particular risk? What is your best worst analysis of that risk that you want to take? So in this book, Dr. Ben Carson explained about taking risks and analyzing it in a good way. He called that analysis BWA, best worst analysis. And let me share with you what the analysis is about. So the analysis is, what is the best thing that can happen if I do this? Ask yourself, whenever you feel as if you want to take something, or you want to take a step towards something, and you know that there is risk involved. So ask yourself these 4 questions, right? Ask yourself these 4 questions. And these 4 questions, you can call it BWA analysis. That is best or worst analysis. What is the best or worst analysis of this thing I am venturing into, of this thing I want to start, of this risk I want to take? So let's go into it. The first question is, what is the best thing that can happen if I do this? Okay, what is the best thing that can happen if I continue, this journey to financial freedom and self-development? I'm asking myself this question right now. Wow, I will be the best version of myself, right? I will see some aspect of myself that I don't really know. I will discover some better aspect of myself that I don't know when I haven't started this journey. Okay, I would improve because I am putting in the discipline and effort that is required to be the best version of myself, to join into this self-development and financial freedom. So that's the best thing that can happen to me. You understand? So the second question is, what is the worst thing that can happen if I do this? Okay, what's the worst that can happen if I do this? Or probably maybe I might not actually get monetized on YouTube, or probably that's just the worst thing that could happen to me. Or maybe probably my videos are not getting views. So that's all. So it's just very, very simple. So the next question is, what is the best thing that can happen if I don't do it? Okay, what's the best thing that can happen if I don't do this journey? I'll just be where I am. So it's not the best thing, right? So the next one, what is the worst that can happen if I don't do it? What's the worst that can happen if I don't do it? The worst that can happen if I don't do it is, there's no difference between the worst that can happen if I don't do it and the difference between what is the best that can happen if I don't do it. I'll also stay where I am. I won't improve. I won't build myself. I won't build the life I actually want for myself. So by doing this, by asking yourself these 4 questions, you tend to understand that risk. You tend to accept it. Oh, this is it. It's not even that much. So you tend to understand that your fears are not really fears. You tend to understand that those fears are just behind, the fact that you have not taken the step, or you haven't asked yourself those questions. So whenever you want to start something and you think that the risk is high, just ask yourself these 4 questions. And the 4th question is, what is the best thing that can happen if I do it? Second question, what's the best thing that can happen if I do this? Third question, what's the best thing that can happen if I don't do it? Fourth question, what is the worst thing that can happen if I don't do it? I hope I'm able to pass in the message very well. So this is it. What is the best thing that can happen if I do it? So whenever you feel as if you want to take a risk and you don't actually know how you can start, ask yourself these 4 basic questions. Best, worst analysis. What's the best thing that could happen? What's the worst thing that could happen if you're doing that thing, or in that situation that you are, or in that situation that you find yourself, or in any condition, or in any environment you find yourself? So what is the best thing that can happen if I do this? What is the worst thing that can happen if I do this? What is the best thing that can happen if I don't do it? What is the worst thing that can happen if I don't do it? So these are the questions that Dr. Ben Carson explained in this wonderful book. And ever since I started using this best worst analysis, to take risks, or to move forward, or to conquer my fear, or to face my fear and doubt, it has been a great turnaround situation for me. So the third lesson I learned: preparation creates confidence. Preparation creates confidence. The thing is that most of your fears are just behind the fact that lack of preparation, lack of unorganized things that you are supposed to do. So when you prepare, you are creating a confidence zone for yourself. You are creating a zone that, this will bring confidence. So let me give one particular story in this book as an example. When Dr. Ben Carson wants to engage in this great surgery, the Siamese binder twins, right? Those twins are joined together at the back of their skull or their head. Dr. Ben Carson takes a lot of time to prepare himself for the project. He accumulated a lot of colleagues to accomplish that great result in that project. He prepared about 7 months. They did a lot of analysis. He was able to gather more doctors around him, more neurosurgeons. He was able to gather more neurosurgeons around the world to come and join in with that project, because that project is a very, very tedious one of a kind. It's a very tedious one and a very demanding one. So he can't do it alone. He was willing to prepare. You understand? He prepared. He had to do a lot of meetings. He had to do some lot of things. He had to schedule a lot of meetings with his neurosurgeon, planning, preparing, talking about how they're going to separate the Siamese binder twins. And with a lot of preparation, they come out with a very great result with God's grace. And so many more stories about Ben Carson, neurosurgeon journey, different stories that he explained in different books of his. Preparation creates confidence. So, and that's what I love about Dr. Ben Carson. He used to prepare ahead before the surgery or something, so that he'll be able to, this I've prepared for this I will do it, the planning and everything. They've done all the organizing, they've done all the planning during the time they are preparing for that great project. So whenever you want to do something that is so demanding, or that's so tedious, or you just want to do something, try to prepare yourself more well, because what preparation creates confidence. So the 4th lesson I learned from this book is that trust God and do your best and do your part and put in the work. Trust God and do your best. So whenever you are engaging or taking a particular risk or doing something that that this thing is very demanding, this thing, oh my God, I have to put a lot of work, I have to put a lot of effort. After doing your best, after putting in the work, after doing your own part, trust God. You understand? That's why I love Dr. Ben Carson. In all of his books I've read, he used to talk about faith, and I love it exactly. What's your faith? You have to be very strong, you understand, in your faith, you understand. When you're saying this, that is it, you understand. So I love the fact that Dr. Ben Carson, in all his book, apart from talking about educational or intellectual accomplishments, he used to take something very serious in his book, which is faith. trust God, believe in God, hold him tight. He knows where you're going to, he knows everything. So trust God and put in your best. After doing all your planning, after doing your preparation, after doing all the hard work, after putting all your best, after putting all you can in that particular thing that you're taking risk toward, is trust God that God will help you in the process. Trust God that God will do the rest. Okay, an example of this kind of thing is that when Dr. Ben Carson engaged in different surgeries, when he engaged in different brain tumor surgery, he used to put his best, and then he trusts God that, he trusts God about the result. Oh God, I know that this thing will help me. God help me, because he has already taken the risks. He has already put in the best in that particular surgery, so he has to trust God in the process. So guys, I'm telling myself, Vivian, whenever I'm doing anything that will demand so much for me, I'll put in my best and then I'll trust God for the results. Okay, so the fifth lesson I learned from this book is that your destiny is bigger than your fears. Exactly. You know what? There's some things that we are ought to have done in life, but because of our fear and doubt that whispers into our ear, we did not take the risk to do that thing. And if we had done that thing, or if we actually do that thing, it's going to lead to a better version of us. So just believe that your destiny, you are bigger than your fears, you are stronger than your doubts. Exactly. And I said to myself, Vivian, you are bigger, is bigger than your fears. Your dream is worth chasing. Exactly, your dream is worth chasing. You understand? So just know that your destiny or your dreams is bigger than your fears. What's that fear that is holding you back, that is making you to feel as if you can't do it? And I say it, you can do it. Just face your fear. You understand? Face your fear in faith and say, I am Clement Vivian and I can do this, and I believe that when I push through this, I'm gonna be a better person, and my destiny and my dream and my future self will thank me for this in the future. So whenever you want to engage in something that is so demanding, that is so tedious, or will take you to take some particular risks, don't be afraid. Face your fear. Just know that your dreams is bigger than your fear, and your future self will thank you for taking in the action and then putting in a lot of work. Okay, so don't forget. So these are the top practical lessons I learned from this book, and I hope this video was helpful. I hope you're able to get something very inspiring from this video. So learn to live and choose and identify acceptable risks. You understand? So take the risks. Take the risk to get better. Take the risk to grow. Take the risk to choose between comfort and discipline. Choose discipline. Okay, so take the risk to get better. Take the risk to go higher. Take the risk in your business. Take the risk in your academics. Take the risk in whatever thing you are doing, and I promise you, your future self will thank you for this. So if you watch this video to this extent, I know this video was helpful. Do well to like and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so whenever we drop more videos like this, you'll be notified by YouTube. So my name remains Clement Vivian. I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Don't forget to take the risks.